Recording in progress. We are starting with the topic of negation. Okay. So this is and this is or. So negation of and, negation of or I have written. Negation of and, negation of or I have written. Okay. So negation goes to both. Negation goes to both. Okay. And becomes and or becomes and. So this is the negation of conjunction and disjunction. Conjunction is and, disjunction is or, that you all know. So these two specifically are called as De Morgan's law. These two specifically are called as De Morgan's law. Okay. Just copy this if you haven't. Third one, negation of negation. Fourth one, negation of implication. Negation of double implication. Okay. Copy this as well. Acha, now this formula is different. This we have done. This formula is different. This is only implication. This is only implication. But then this is negation of implication. Negation of implication. Okay. Yeah. Now we'll solve some problems based on this. Acha, and few more rules you already know. Few more rules you already know. Some changes to all changes to some. This we have done earlier. And one more thing, for all changes to there exist, and there exist changes to for all. For all to there exist and there exist to for all. We'll go to the exercise. Exercise 1.8. Question number 1, sub question 1. Exercise 1.8. Question number 1, sub question 1. Write the negation of the following statement. Now, this is a very good problem actually. All stars are shining. If it is night. Now, this statement is not given in a proper order. The statement should start from if. So I'll just reframe this statement. If it is night, then all stars are shining. Purposely, they have reversed the statement and given to you. So first make the statement proper. And we have to write down the negation of this statement. But then prior to that, we need to do something. We need to convert this into symbolic form. So we'll write P as if P then Q. If P then Q. So this is P and this is Q. So first I'm going to write P, it is night. Q, all stars are shining. Given P implication Q. Write all these steps. Given P implication Q. Now we have to negate this. And while writing P and Q, don't write if then. वो तो लॉजिकल कनेक्टिव है. So negation is negation of P implication Q. Now apply this formula negation of implication. P and negation Q. Now verbal form. P is what? It is night. अभी if नहीं लिखने गए. It is night and negation of Q. So what is the negation of this statement? Can someone tell me? I've already taught you this. What is the negation of this statement?
Some stars are shining.
All will change to some and negate it further. Some stars are not shining. It is night and some stars are not shining. Second sub question. Now, the difference between the first problem and second problem is this is compound statement. This is compound statement because there is a logical connective over here. If and then. Second statement is not a compound statement. It's a single statement. For all n belongs to n plus 1 is greater than 0. So directly we can write the negation since it is not a compound statement. For all changes to there exist, n belongs to n plus 1 less than or equal to 0. Concept is for all changes to there exist and negate this. इसका opposite लिखना है. So the opposite of greater than is less than or equal to. Opposite of greater than is less than or equal to. Third one, I'm erasing this. Third one, there exists n which belongs to natural numbers. N square plus 2 is odd number. Negation. Now this is not a compound statement because there is no logical connective. There exists changes to for all. N belongs to n square plus 2 is not odd. N square plus 2 is not a odd number. Fine. Next one. Again, it's not a compound statement. Some continuous function are differentiable. All continuous function, some changes to or, some changes to all, and negate it further. R का बनेगा R not. R will become R not. अभी थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड टॉपिक है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, सब क्वेश्चन 1. So this is the statement. I hope you're reading the question from the textbook and your textbook is open in front of you. P implication R and Q. You have to negate this. So let this be A. I'm renaming it. Let this be A. Now negation of and changes to or, negation to both. And changes to or, negation to both. Now we'll rewrite the value of A and write this negation also. Negation of P implication Q or R. What I have done is, after this step, I'm re-substituting the value of A. बाकी का सब चीज सेम रहेगा. Now negation of implication. Formula I have given you. Negation of implication formula I have given you. So this is the final answer. इधर ब्रैकेट डालने का है तो डालो, नहीं तो मत डालो. That's fine.
So isn't it P and isn't it negation R and negation Q? Like,
1 second, I have copied something wrong. Yeah. Sorry. So P implication R and दूसरा वाला Q है. Sorry. So this is R and this is Q. Okay. Then second one. Negation of P or Q implication R. So we need to find the negation of this. ये पूरा statement का we have to find out the negation. Now this time, this entire thing along with this negation, I'll take it as A. पूरा का पूरा I'll take it as A. Negation of implication. Okay. Acha, they are saying that write the negation of the following using rules of negation. Okay. So we'll write the rules also. So now we are going to write A and negation R and just write by negation of implication. एरो का मतलब सिंगल साइडेड एरो इज implication. What will you do now? What will you do? What will
Substitute the
you do?
value back.
Resubstitute the value of A.
Correct. Resubstitute the value of a. A का ये पूरा का पूरा वैल्यू है निगेशन ऑफ P और Q and negation of R. Now here we are going to apply rules of negation. So I'll just write negation of or. This is or. Or will become and. Or will become and. Final answer. Actually ये यहाँ पे लिखना चाहिए after you apply the step. Okay. So just write down negation of or and then we get this. Okay. ऊपर लिखा तो भी चलेगा. ऊपर लिख रहे हो तो फिर लिखने का बाय negation of or. Okay. ठीक है. That is not really something which is very important. You should write the statement though. Yes. Next one. Sub question 3. Negation P and Q and negation Q and negation R. ये पूरा statement का we need to find out negation. So the first statement is A, second statement is B. Your college teachers will not take this A and B, they will solve directly. It's your choice and their choice. So negation of A or negation of B. Negation of A or negation of B. Now re-substitute the value of, acha, we'll just write down negation of and का negation किया हम लोगों ने. Always write these rules. Otherwise they will cut your marks. Now re-substitute the value of A and B. Re-substitute the value of A and B. So this is equal to negation of negation P and Q or negation of negation Q or negation R. इसके बाद में I've just put the value of A and B. A and B I have just written over here. See. Yeah. Now take this negation over here. Take this negation over here. Okay. तो पहले ब्रैकेट में negation of and हो जाएगा. And का बनेगा और. Okay. And negation of negation P. Negation दोनों को जाएगा. Okay. I'll write that extra step if you want. Negation दोनों को जाएगा. And का बनेगा और. Negation दोनों को जाएगा. और का बनेगा and. Write down negation of and negation of or. Negation of and negation of or. And finally negation of negation P is P. Okay. We'll write down negation of negation. because negation of negation P is P, negation of negation Q is Q, negation of negation R is R. Question number 4, sub question 1. Question number 4, sub question 1. So they are asking you negation of this. Let this be A, let this be B. First box round bracket is A, second round bracket is B. Negation of or बनेगा and. I'll write down negation of or. बाजू में भी लिख सकते हो ऐसा. Now re-substitute the value of A and B. Now negation of implication. First statement as it is and negation of the second statement. First statement as it is and negation of the second statement. And first statement as it is and negation of the second statement. Negation of the second statement. So we are going to write down negation of implication. Negation of implication. डाउट रहेगा तो पूछने का. Second sub question. ये देखो negation of implication में first statement remains as it is. It is negation of the second statement. Implication becomes and. First statement as it is, negation of the second statement, implication becomes and. Okay. But then अगर सिर्फ ऐसा है P implication Q, so it is negation P और Q. First statement को negation मिलता है, implication को और, and second statement as it is. Okay, this is only implication, and this we have written earlier. Second sub question, negation of P double implication Q or negation Q, implication negation R. Let the first bracket be A, second bracket be B. A and B. A or B. Now or will become and. I'll write down negation of or. Now put the values of A and B. Put the values of A and B. Okay. Negation of double implication. P and negation Q or negation P and Q. इसका meaning. And now this is very critical. This is implication. This is implication. So in implication, what happens? Negation of implication में क्या होता है? Negation of implication में first statement as it is. So the first statement is negation Q. It will remain as it is. Implication changes to and. Negation of implication and में convert हो गया. And there is a negation of the second statement. So negation of the second statement. Okay. First statement as it is. Okay. First statement as it is. Implication changes to and. Negation of the second statement. So negation of negation R is R. Okay. And what reason you are going to write niche? Negation of double implication and negation of implication. ये लिखने का negation of double implication and negation of implication. चलो फीडबैक दो, समझ में आ रही कि नहीं? टेल मी.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
ओके. थर्ड सब क्वेश्चन. negation of p implication q and r. तो पहला ब्रैकेट को a लेता हूं. See, this is not a compulsion. Now negation of and. Negation to both and will become or. यहाँ पे लिखो negation of and. डी मॉर्गन्स लॉ हम लोग ने किया. negation of and. Okay. Now put the value of a. A is p implication q. Now negation of implication. First statement as it is. Implication becomes and. Negation of the second statement. Then you'll write down negation of implication. Negation of implication. Negation of implication. Someone please send me the image of page number 32 and 34. 32 and 34. Okay, received. Okay, page number 34, question number 22. Page number 34, question number 22. वर्बल फॉर्म दिए, पहला सिंबॉलिक फॉर्म लिखना पड़ेगा. Let p be 7 is a prime number. Let q be Taj Mahal is in Agra. Symbolic form P and Q. अभी इसका negation लिखने का है. Negation is negation of P and Q, which is equal to negation P or negation Q. Now verbal form 7 is not a prime number, or Taj Mahal is not in Agra. अब ये ट्रू है कि फॉल्स है, इससे अपने को कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. We just have written the verbal form of this. This was sub question 1. Yeah. Second one, I hope everybody has copied this. Second one, P is 10 is greater than 5, Q is 3 is lesser than 8, given P and Q. Negation is so verbal form. Negation P, इसका opposite. 10 is less than or equal to 5, और इसका opposite. 3 is greater than or equal to 8. Verbal form को पहला symbolic form में करके ही करने का. And there should be logical connective. So these are logical connectives, and or implication, double implication, negation. Okay. So this is a compound statement क्योंकि इसमें and है. Third one, P, I will have tea. Q, I will have coffee. Given P and Q. P और Q, sorry. ये और बोला है बीच में. Negation is negation of all this is okay. Verbal form. Can someone try? Rylan, will you try?
So I will not have tea and I will not have coffee.
Correct. I will not have tea and I will not have coffee. We need not be grammatically correct. This is not English exam. I will not have tea क्योंकि negation भी है, and I will not have coffee. Next one. Next one is simple. It's not a compound statement. It's a single statement. There exists, sorry, for all n belonging to natural numbers, n plus 3 is greater than 9. Negation is for all changes to there exist, n belongs to natural number, n+3 लेस देन और इक्वल टू 9, इसको निगेट कर देने का आगे. Two things we have done, for all to there exist and आगे का पार्ट को निगेशन. तो ग्रेटर देन का अपोजिट क्या है, लेसर देन और इक्वल टू. Fifth one you try. After 2 minutes I'll give you the answer. Start. और इधर बीच में लिखो निगेशन इज. ओके, क्वेश्चन नहीं कॉपी करोगे तो भी चलेगा, बट एन आंसर ऑब्वियसली यू टू राइट. फिफ्थ वन, solution there exists to for all such that x plus 5 ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू 11. मैंने सीधा आंसर लिखा है, जस्ट वेरीफाई योर आंसर. वो सच दैट लिखो बीच में, यहाँ पे सच दैट लिखो, दैट इज योर टास्क. ओके, सो द लास्ट क्वेश्चन, पेज नंबर 32 पे क्वेश्चन नंबर 10. पेज 32 क्वेश्चन नंबर 10. With this, the negation topic will get over. First one. Now these are compound statements because there are logical connectives in it. And at the same time, they are verbal form. So we need to write symbolic form first. So P, you're going to write triangle ABC is not equilateral. Q, triangle ABC is not equiangular. Triangle ABC is not equilateral. Triangle ABC is not equiangular. Given P implication Q. If then use care. Negation is this first statement as it is and negation of Q. Chalo, someone try the verbal form. Anyone? Be quick. P will remain same.
Triangle ABC uh, is not equilateral and triangle ABC is equiangular.
Correct. P सेम ही रहेगा, ये तो सेम ही रहेगा. And negation Q. So Q won't be same. It will be negation Q. So you're going to write triangle ABC is not तो already है, उसको निकाल दो. उसका opposite क्या है? It is equiangular. ये लिखो तुम लोग. You have to write this. That's the final answer. Second question. P. Ramesh is intelligent. Q. He is hardworking. Given logical connective is and. P and Q. Negation is negation of this statement. Okay. This is negation of and De Morgan's law. So negation P. Ramesh is not intelligent, or negation Q. He is not hardworking. He is not hardworking. Question number 3. Let P symbolic form में कभी भी वो लिखने का let. You should write that. At times I don't write, but then you should write. Okay, so what is P? An angle is right angle. Q, it is of measure 90. Logical connective. पहले symbolic form. Logical connective is if and only if. Negation. Negation of double implication. So P and negation Q, or negation P and Q. An angle is right angle and it is not of measure 90 degrees, or negation P. An angle is not right angle and it is of measure 90 degree. Q same ही है. In the second part, Q is same. We have negated P. पूरा का पूरा लिखने का statement. Sub question 4 is for self study. इसका sub question 4 is for self study. First complete this, then we will finish off sub question 5 and then we'll end the class. Sub question 5, just wait for me, it's not that easy. 4 वाला तुम लोग खुद से कर सकते हो. Okay, so sub question 5. P is equal to X belongs to A intersection B. Q is equal to X belongs to A R is equal to X belongs to B. There are three statements. Now, then if P, then क्या लिखूं ब्रैकेट के अंदर बोलो चलो. This I leave it up to you. You tell me. What should I write within the bracket?
Q and R.
Q and R. Correct. Good. So is negation of P implication Q and R. P implication A. इसको A लिया मैंने. इसके बाद का मैं यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ. Negation of implication. What is negation of implication? First statement as it is, and negation of the second statement. A का वैल्यू डाल दो. निगेशन ऑफ एंड. दोनों को निगेशन मिला, एंड बन गया और. अभी इसका यू नीड टू राइट डाउन वर्बल फॉर्म. इसका यू नीड टू राइट डाउन वर्बल फॉर्म. फर्स्ट यू कंप्लीट ऑल दिस स्टेप्स. Answer I'll just write down over here. P, X belongs to A and B, and negation Q, X does not belong to A, or negation R, X does not belong to B. Copy करो. End of negation topic. You may leave after this.